Well, thanks for tuning into this video on facilitating a discovery group. I want to give you some pointers if you're thinking about leading a group. I want to tell you some things that to consider and implement as you do that. First of all, if you're thinking about leading a group, we're really excited about that. We want to see more people leading groups and sharing God's word with other people. We know that it takes a lot of time, a lot of preparation to do that. Sometimes it's stepping out in faith to lead a group. We're excited. We want to know that you're doing that so we can be praying for you and available to answer questions, provide some guidance as you go through that. Also want to encourage you in doing that. One of the things that has encouraged a lot of people that have led discovery groups is we often call our group leaders facilitators. It's a reminder that you don't need to know everything. You don't need to have it all together. You don't need to be able to answer every question that ever comes up. Your goal as a facilitator is just facilitate your time together. In our discovery group guide, you'll see that we've put together a set of questions that you can go through. We believe if you go through those questions and just lead people in dialoguing and talking about those, you're going to have a great time together. You're going to get to know each other. You're going to get to know God's word. It's never going to be a perfect time. There's always going to be things that you wish you could have done more and this, that, but it's going to be a very good time. You're going to learn more about the Word and other people, and we believe it'll be very valuable. So just remember, you don't have to have it all together. You just need to facilitate your time. Help people to share. Sometimes you have to help people to stop sharing and move to the next question, but you'll learn to do that, maximizing the time so that you're hitting all the different elements of discovery groups and people are able to talk about what they're seeing and what's going on. So just be a facilitator. You don't have to be perfect, but just facilitate your time together. Also remember that these groups are as much about cultivating the right habits. They're more about that than just giving answers. We want people to learn how to study the Word, learn to get comfortable and ask questions and to talk about things, even talk about life where they're not sure what to do or how the passage bears upon their situation in life. Cultivating those habits is a huge part of our discovery groups. Help them explore the passage, help them consider what it means, point things out to them. Sometimes it's asking questions. One of my favorite questions in the Bible study time is, hey, where do you see that in the passage? What does God's Word say? I want to keep drawing them back to the Word. Sometimes people ask me questions and I'll just say, hey, that's a great question. What do you guys think? It brings the group into processing what other people are the questions they have and the things that they are struggling with. So find ways to do that. Certainly you can provide answers, but also find ways to use the group time to help one another. It's building each other into a community so that they can go to others when they need help. Again, we want to have a rich time in God's Word and a rich time with other people. I often tell people the best thing that you can do to facilitate these groups is to give thoughtful answers to the questions that are in your guide. We have the same set of questions we go through each week. Take time to think through those. What was your high and low of the week? Well, take some time to really think about that so that you can provide a good, concise answer to that. If you're just winging it, thinking superficial things, others in the group will probably stay superficial as well. But if you're honest, transparent, forthright, and just trusting God to use your group time to draw you deeper with others, they're going to feel that and they're going to reciprocate and do the same thing. Think through the words. Take some time to study it before you get into group. Write answers out. We have a journey guide that takes you deeper in the Word. That's a great thing to do just so you've gone deeper and you can better participate in the questions that are in the journey groups. So give thoughtful answers to that. Think about have a response for the obey question. How can you obey God? How is He calling you to respond to this? How does this word impact your life? Maybe it changes the way you're thinking. Maybe you see some things you need to do. Maybe you see some things you shouldn't be doing that you've been doing. Give thoughtful answers to that. And as people see your pursuit of the Lord, you're taking these serious, it's going to have an effect. It's going to trickle down to them. They're going to follow the leaders and how you are going about this, how you're taking it seriously and genuinely benefiting from it. That's one of the most important parts of these. Also, just in this, remember to meet people where they are at. You may be leading a group that is with a bunch of people that have never been in a Bible study before in their life. Start out very simple. You may just talk about, hey, what did you like? What questions came up? Again, there is a process that happens in these groups. Week 9 will be very different than week 1. You're going to see people grow both in their comfortability with God's word and also their comfortability in talking with others. So meet people where they're at. You may have a group that is very mature and they are gun-ho and ready to go. That's going to be fantastic. There's going to be different things that you do with that than another group. But just meet people where they're at. Help them walk at the pace that they need to walk. Just encourage them to keep taking the next step for them. So just think about facilitating the process, being a guide. You don't have to have all the answers. Remember, some things are caught rather than taught. So as they see your approach to God's word, they see your pursuit, your eagerness to apply the word, they're going to see that and learn from it. So don't minimize that. So those are some tips for facilitating discovery groups. We hope that's helpful. If you have questions, reach out to us. Let us know. We'd be glad to dialogue on that. Also have some additional videos on how to lead through a group.